Welcome to Sikh Perspective. This is a presentation of Guru Gobind Singh Foundation of Rockville, Maryland. Here, the host is Dr. Rajwant Singh, who will speak to us on Amrit or deathlessness. The Sikh theology teaches us that nothing dies. God always resides within us. Therefore, God and we never die. Let's hear more on Amrit from the expert, Dr. Rajwant Singh.
Welcome to Sikh Perspective. This is Rajwant Singh. Today we will talk about what is Amrit. Now, Amrit has different perspectives which are presented in the Sikh theology, in the Sikh history. But let's take the version which is presented in the Sikh theological aspects. Guru Nanak Dev Ji and all Gurus emphasize that there is an aspect which is within all of us, which is never going to die. Amrit means deathlessness, where nothing dies. So we all have an aspect, a sort of a presence which is never going to go away, which is never going to die. And it is connected to the power which has created the entire universe. So God resides within us, is never going to die. But how do we discover that? So first of all, I will repeat the second Guru's words, which reminds us. He says, Nanak Amrit ek hai, Duja Amrit nahi. Nanak Amrit ek hai, Duja Amrit nahi. He says there is only one Amrit, and that Amrit is within you. Now, how do we discover that? He says, Nanak Amrit mane mahe, paiye gur prasad. That by the grace of the Guru, under the guidance of the true Guru, under the guidance and following the path shown by the Guru. Guru is that entity which takes you from darkness to enlightenment. And in Sikhism, the true Guru is Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And then all the 10 Gurus and their teachings which are contained in Guru Granth Sahib. By following those teachings, he says you can discover that Amrit, that deathlessness which is within you. He says, but first thing which is very beautifully presented by Guru Nanak Dev Ji in the first hymn, which is Japji Sahib in Sikh scriptures in Guru Granth Sahib, in which Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Panda pao Amrit tit tal. How to discover this Amrit? You have to create love within yourself. Panda pao, you have to create a sort of a bartan, a sort of a plate of love where the Amrit can be discovered. And Panda pao Amrit tal. He says, then there is another beautiful hymn, a line by Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Chatti Amrit pao ek jako nadar kare. He says, when you connect yourself to God in the spirit of love, he says, all the things that you're trying to taste and get pleasure out of tasting things, whether dressing up well, whether it's the vision, whether it's the hearing, all these different tastes that you want to have to enjoy your life, he says all that can be negated and their value is very little of the value what you get when you love God. Chatti Amrit pao ek jako nadar kare. He says, Jo jo sahib man vase, Gurumukh Amrit piyo. He says, जैसे जैसे भगवान की तरफ तुम बढ़ते हो, जैसे जैसे तुम कदम उठाते हो भगवान की तरफ, as you step towards God, he says, the Gurmukh, the person who is God oriented, starts tasting the beauty, the juice of Vaheguru and juice of God within themselves. Antar Kamal Pragasya, Amrit Paraya Aghai. He says they discover the lotus of God's beauty within themselves. And this deathlessness manifests in their life. Every step, every action, every thing that they do in life is full of that nectar, that tasty sweetness of love, of God's love, reflecting through their actions. The last one is, Oy Amrit Pive Sada Sada Sache Naam Pyar. They are always in this state of ecstasy, the state of mind of beauty, which they have discovered within themselves, and that is reflected through their personality and their life. So that's the kind of lifestyle Guru is pointing towards. So we have the opportunity to join in this karma. So if you have any question, please reach out to us, ggsfusa@aol.com. Thank you.
नदर करे ता सिमरे आ जाए, नदर करे ता सिमरे आ जाए, नदर करे, नदर नदर करे ता सिमरे आ जाए, नदर करे ता सिमरे आ जाए, आत्मा दवे रहे लिवलाए, आत्मा दवे नदर करे, नदर करे, नदर